Once upon a time, a ship was caught in a fierce storm at sea. The vessel was destroyed, and all passengers aboard perished in the turbulent waters, all except one man. By the grace of God, he somehow survived and washed up on the shore of a distant island. When he regained consciousness and opened his eyes, the man found himself on a desolate island. Immediately, he began praying fervently, "Oh God, please help me. Send me some assistance." Days passed, but no help arrived. He spent his nights sleeping on the beach, and each morning, he would wake up and pray again. But still, no aid came. As time went on, the man began to lose hope. Accepting his fate on this isolated island, he gathered wood and grass to construct a small hut. He salvaged what he could from the shipwreck and stored these items in his shelter. Surviving on coconuts and fish, he settled into a routine on the island. One day, after lighting a fire, the man ventured out in search of food. Upon his return, he was shocked to find his hut engulfed in flames. Devastated by the loss of his only shelter, he angrily looked to the sky and cried out, "Oh God, I begged you for help, but you ignored my pleas. I built this hut to survive, and now you've burned it down. How cruel you are." Disappointed and disheartened, he continued to lament until nightfall, eventually falling asleep on the beach. The following morning, he was startled awake by a loud noise. Opening his eyes, he saw a ship approaching the shore. Overjoyed and in disbelief, he realized that help had finally arrived. As he boarded the vessel and it set sail, the man asked the captain, "How did you know I was stranded on this deserted island?" The captain replied, "We saw a fire signal coming from the island. We understood that someone must be there, so we came to investigate." Confused, the man said, "But I didn't send any fire signal." The captain insisted, "We only came here after seeing the fire signal." Suddenly, the man remembered his burning hut. He realized that the fire signal the captain mentioned was actually his burning shelter. In that moment, he understood that God's plan to rescue him from the island involved setting his hut ablaze. He recognized that God's plan was far greater than anything he could have devised for himself, and he began to thank God profusely. In our own lives, we often make elaborate plans, but things don't always unfold as we expect. What we desire doesn't always come to pass, and what does happen isn't always of our choosing. We tend to interpret life's events through our limited perspective. When troubles arise, our faith wavers, our patience wears thin, our hopes dim, and we begin to question God. However, in such times, we should strive to overcome our difficulties by maintaining faith in the Almighty. In a world of over 7 billion people, God has a unique purpose and plan for each individual. We should continue our efforts, keeping faith in God without losing heart. Our perseverance combined with God's blessings can help us overcome any obstacle. Therefore, whenever you feel that your plans are failing, or that everything is happening contrary to your wishes, always remember that perhaps God has a different plan for you. And His plan is invariably bigger, bolder, and better than anything you could plan for yourself.